Admiral Impeach's Iron Fist pasta sauce. The sauce that conquers continents. You ever eat a bowl of rigatoni and think, hey, this could use more global domination? Well, now you can, with Admiral Impeach's Iron Fist pasta sauce, made from real tomatoes grown in embargo zones and simmered down with top-secret military spices. One bite? Boom, you'll be planning invasions from your kitchen table. Features. Explosive flavor detonates on your tongue like a 50-megaton meatball. Classified ingredients. Even the FDA ain't cleared to know what's in it. Battle-tested recipe. Perfected on submarines, backrooms, and meetings that never made the papers. Mikey the Hammer. I put this sauce on my steak once. The steak tapped out. Nick Palermo. I spilled a jar on my shirt and 3 guys declared me their capo. Lopez. Legally, I gotta say don't buy it. But unofficially, best damn sauce I ever used to bribe a judge. Special offer. Order 2 jars today and get a complimentary ceasefire breadsticks. They'll stop any argument in its tracks. Admiral Impeach's Iron Fist pasta sauce. This ain't Nonna's recipe, unless Nonna ran Black Ops.
Muggs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
The Reefer Reapers. Cold trucks, cold bodies, cold justice. How refrigerated trucks became the Mafia's perfect murder weapon. A Pizzaverse Studios true crime exposé. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent Vinny DiPrio. The freezers that never made deliveries. America's highways. They look harmless, right? Rest stops, truckers sipping coffee, neon diner signs glowing like broken halos in the night. But in the golden age of the Mafia, between the 1950s and the late 1980s, America's interstate system had a darker purpose. It was the delivery route of death. And the trucks that carried that death weren't suspicious vans, black sedans, or tinted Lincolns. They were reefers. Refrigerated semi-trailers, big white boxes humming like morgues on wheels, driven by men who knew exactly what was behind those plastic curtains, and what would never be found. Bodies weren't buried anymore. They were shipped, frozen, stacked, preserved, misdelivered, disappeared. This documentary reveals the chilling truth about the men who made that happen. The Reefer Reapers. Cold storage. The Mafia didn't invent it. They perfected it. By the 1960s, America ran on. Interstate highways, industrial food distribution, refrigerated trucking, massive warehouse freezers. And the Mafia was watching. They saw minimal inspection, unsealed cargo logs, no cameras, no electronic tracking drivers with total autonomy, union-controlled freight hubs. To a mob boss, that ain't logistics, that's opportunity. Cold trucks slowed down decomposition. Cold trucks hid smells. Cold trucks eliminated insect activity. Cold trucks confused coroners. The road didn't just move produce, it moved secrets. Who were the Reefer Reapers? Forget movie hitmen in silk suits. These guys were truck drivers, union card holders, warehouse foremen, delivery supervisors, loading dock lifers, shift workers who never took vacation. They wore Carhartt jackets, not Brioni suits. They carried thermometers, freight manifests, steel-toe boots, not Glocks. But they had 3 qualities the mob valued. They traveled. They kept their mouths shut. They knew where the bodies could go. These weren't killers, they were transport specialists, cold-hearted in the most literal sense. How cold trucks became morgues on wheels. Let's break down the system, step by step. 1. The killing usually happened elsewhere. Bar, parking lot, labor meeting, motel room, warehouse office, union dispute gone bad. 2. The immediate freeze body taken to restaurant freezer, butcher shop cold room, produce warehouse food plant locker. Cold stops time, buys hours, sometimes days. 3. The reefer transfer plastic curtains open. Body vanishes into freight, loaded like beef sides, frozen fish pallets of vegetables. 4. The interstate run driver hits the road. No questions, no witnesses. 5. The disposal. Depending on orders, quarry lake, farm, property, mining shaft, landfill, hog processing plant, incinerator. Sometimes the body remained frozen forever. Sometimes it thawed somewhere nobody was looking. Either way, case closed. Why freezing worked, the science lesson, the FBI hated. Freezing a body creates forensic nightmares, delays decomposition. Coroners miscalculate time of death by weeks. Prevents insect activity. No flies, no timeline. Preserves bruises without blood spread. Makes cause unclear. Stops bacterial growth. Masks poisoning and disease. Eliminates odor during transport. Nobody suspects a thing. Bodies went into the system warm, came out as freezer-burned question marks. Science was on the mob's payroll without knowing it. Tired of your Gomar ratting you out to the feds? Sick of your capo sweating you over that missing envelope? Or maybe you just need to sleep through a sit-down like it's a spa day in Sicily. Introducing Gonezo, the only sleeping pill approved by 3 out of 5 mob doctors and 1 very tired consigliere. 1 pill and bam, like you got hit with a blackjack behind Rocco's. But you wake up fresh, no bruises, no wiretaps, and no regrets. Real customer testimony. I took Gonezo before my arraignment. Woke up in Tijuana with a new name and a suitcase full of counterfeit 20s, 5 stars. Gino the Fork Abatacola. Now with our patented forget about it formula, Gonezo erases shame, guilt, and 3 to 5 hours of your last regrettable night at the Velvet Lounge. Warning, side effects may include sudden urges to flee the country, thinking you're bulletproof, marrying your Gumar's cousin during a blackout in Atlantic City. Ask your bookie if Gonezo is right for you, or don't. He's probably already on it. Gonezo, sleep like you ain't got priors. The highways of the dead. Certain interstates became unofficial body-moving corridors. I-70, the KC pipeline, Kansas City, to St. Louis to Columbus to Pittsburgh. I-55, the Outfits Back Road, Chicago to Central Illinois to Memphis. I-80, the Frozen Belt, Nebraska to Iowa. 60, Chicago to Indiana. I-35, the meatpacking death route, Oklahoma. 60 to Kansas, 60 to Missouri. A missing person didn't stay local, they went interstate. Try prosecuting a murder that happened in state. A transported through states B, CD dumped in state E. Jurisdiction becomes spaghetti, and justice goes cold. The meatpacking connection. This part ain't pretty. Mob-connected slaughterhouses were perfect for Dismemberment, incineration, acid reduction burial under concrete floors, disguising remains as byproduct waste. Workers knew how to drain blood, cut bone, clean stainless surfaces, sanitize without forensic residue. A human body ain't much different from livestock in the cold eyes of a union butcher. That's how ruthless this was. The cases that never got solved. These are real documented mysteries. The Chicago Pork Run Murders, 1974-1982. 3 bodies found frozen solid, dumped in Iowa cornfields. The Indy Freezer Man, 1979, discovered in an abandoned reefer trailer, unidentified to this day. The Cleveland Produce Corpse Drop, 1986, FBI believed the body traveled across 5 states. The Missing Union Treasurer, 1965, last seen arguing at a Teamsters Hall, disappeared forever. All suspected mob hits, none proven. Freezing erased the truth. What ended the Reefer Reapers? Not morality, not fear, not retirement, technology. Digital truck logs, GPS route tracking, warehouse surveillance, electronic toll, data, refrigeration temperature audits, license plate databases, weigh station transparency. Suddenly, a truck wasn't invisible anymore. It was traceable. Cold justice melted. The cold never talks. The road forgets, the freezer forgets, the paperwork forgets, but families don't. Somewhere out there are sons and daughters still wondering why dad never came home, mothers waiting on phone calls that ain't ever ringing. And the truth? Their answers probably spent a few days wrapped in plastic, on ice, rolling past cornfields under a moonlit sky. America's highways don't just connect cities, they connect graves. This has been the Reefer Reapers. Cold trucks, cold bodies, cold justice. Another heavyweight educational crime documentary written by the brilliant Bambi Palermo, narrated by your loyal consigliere, Vincent DiPrio, the guy who knows a little too much about cold storage. If this chilled your spine, sweetheart, do the civilized thing. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment for the algorithm, capos. Share it with someone who still thinks the mob just did gambling. Coming next, the Highway series continues. The Ghost returns. Ray D'Angelo files third. Because in the Pizzaverse, sweetheart, we don't tell mob stories. We don't rewrite history. We excavate it. Thanks for watching.
Jump to the left, turn to the right, looking upstairs.